big giant ring thing. Wow. That must be worth like $12 million or $1.99. I can't tell.
Maybe the former. Or the latter.
That's great. How's summer going? Good?
Good, good. Yeah?
So what have you been doing? What have you been doing?
I've been being a beach bum.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've been hanging out in the South Bay and, you know, going to the beach every day and wearing
Oh, you running the house?
Yeah.
Now, are you with Quentin Tarantino? Or you guys
Yes.
are obviously still...
We're still together.
You're like
yes,
one of the happier couples, and I always see you guys having fun and doing
we
things.
are,
Yeah.
yes.
Now, has Quentin seen Mimic?
Actually, Quentin saw it, and he thought that it was actually the best movie that he's ever seen me in.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, that's high praise, because you've been in some terrific stuff.
That's a very high praise from someone like him, who's also a real fan of the kind of sci-fi, horror, thriller, suspense, action genre that it is.
Because this is like a whole new thing for you, right? Being in a scary action kind of movie, right?
Yeah, yeah, it was. It was a whole new experience being frightened for 4 months in Toronto, yes.
Now, are you frightened? Do you find, like, I just saw the clip with this really scary-looking thing that flies in and takes you away. I'm not giving in. I mean, is it scary doing the movie? I mean, do you get scared, like, when you're in a subway for, like, 12 hours shooting these things? Is it scary doing it? Do you feel scared?
Yeah, well, you have to feel scared. I mean, that's kind of what I have to do so that everybody believes she's scared. I have to be scared. But I would even take it home with me, and I would have horrible nightmares at night. Oh, and there's one scene in the movie where I perform a sort of an emergency operation on the corpse of one of these creatures, the mimics, who have evolved to mimic human beings. And I have to sort of stick my hand into its chest and pull out this really disgusting gland thing. And one night I had this dream that I was sick and I went to the hospital and my director, Guillermo del Toro, was there. And the doctor comes up to me and says, well, we have no choice, we have to operate right now. And I said, but no anesthesia? And he takes out a knife, he cuts into my stomach and pulls out a gland. Oh, it was horrifying, yes.
Did you have cheese for dinner that night? I'm curious.
No.
Ooh, that's scary.
But I think this was my, you know, nervous way of keeping myself frightened all the time.
Do you like to be scared in real life? I mean, is that fun? Are you, like when you and Quentin, if you went somewhere and it was dark and you went, bah! I mean, do you like to be scared? Some people like to be scared.
Well, actually, I've just asked him really nicely recently to stop playing this little game he likes to play with me.
What's the game?
See, he has this game where oh, no.
Oh, go. It sounds like a good game.
He likes to play that he's killing me.
Oh. Do you want to lie down on the couch rather than sit up?
May I, please?
No, really.
No, he does this. Well, he used to, because he said he won't do it anymore, although he started doing it to my dog. But he would just he would come up with different ways of sort of like hatcheting me or, you know, sort of lassoing me in and then stabbing me.
Lassoing sounds interesting. But
there's always like with sound effects, you know, things like that. And it just freaks me out. And he's like, you have no sense of humor. And I'm like,
and
well,
I guess he would call that foreplay. It's like guy foreplay. I'll strangle you and then pretend to hit you with a hammer.
Oh, no.
So he's gotten away from this.
Yes.
Now, what do you mean your dog? Now, why was he... I mean, I could see why it might be fun with...
He used to have this sort of problem with him because, you know, Deer is a rather gentle, small dog.
It's a little weenie. It's not a guide dog. It's a weenie
Yeah,
dog.
well, that's how he was feeling, and he used to call him the little cur and things like that, even though I would catch him petting him when I wasn't looking.
Right.
But recently, just the other day, actually, I took off Deer's collar.
Yeah.
And Quentin got this whole new view on him because he saw that he had this rather stout, strong neck. And he started, like, admiring him. He was just like, well, he looks kind of butch today. You know, the dog looks like a tough guy today. And he started liking the dog.
A suggestion?
Yeah?
Get out of that house immediately. Don't go home to that beach house. Go to a hotel, send the police. Because I know he is like a huge B-movie and science fiction fan. Right. But are you like a Trekkie type person? Do you like all that kind of stuff?
Oh, well, I mean, first of all, I mean, science fiction as a kid, I used to read books all the time. Fahrenheit 451, 1984, like all these. These were terrific to me, but I was specifically a Trekkie with my dad. Yeah. We would watch all the original Star Trek things and sit there, and that was like our favorite father-daughter ritual, aside from watching the fights, which I sort of grew out of. But I never
your dad, Paul Sorvino. Now, he seems like a guy you'd watch the fights with. He seems like he'd be a fun guy to watch, because he's a big bear guy. He seems like he'd be fun to watch. Do you know all... Because wasn't there a Mira
character? There were two Mira characters on Star Trek, actually. There's Lieutenant Mira Romaine, who gets sort of inhabited by this alien force and starts speaking with this very scary low voice. And there was also like a Pocahontas-type Indian princess on this Native American planet.
Oh, that's the one where Kirk chases her. It's like in the old movies, you couldn't show people having sex, so they just run from tree to tree, going... like she's running, she goes... And then he would run to that tree, and then she'd go to another tree and go, and that was supposed to be sex.
No,
yeah,
and then she pulls out, like, they've made like a little baby board. You know, she says, "I will bear you many sons,
Right,
Kiddock."
right.
And he was like, "I am Kiddock, little money."
You know, this is probably a lot more information than people want to know. But yeah, no.
I have a phaser.
You're very good. You're very good at that. Now, when you said mimic, what did you mean? I'm thinking of a bad street mime. That's obviously not what the character.
This is a movie about Marcel Marceau. No, this is basically it's a genetic ability that certain species develop in nature to imitate their predators.
So this is true. Basically, I mean,
this is true. I mean, it's somewhat far-fetched, but it does happen. I mean, everything we describe in the film, I mean, we have sort of genetic alteration. I'm a scientist. I change genetic codes to solve a plague. And this gets us into big trouble because, you know, we're playing God, whatever. And these creatures can imitate their predators, and they can take on the outward appearance of them. And their most lethal predator is humankind. Right. So, hence the premise of the film.
And that's sort of so that explains this clip. Because I looked at this clip today, and it looks really scary, because besides the New York subway system, nothing's scarier than that in itself.
Right. Well, I mean, I think this is also a cautionary tale for any woman living in New York, because this is something I used to do on my way home from my waitress jobs.
So what you're telling women is stay away from monsters in the subway. Really.
Stay away from strange-looking guys in the subway.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. Do you die in that? I mean, you can't die there. There'd be no movie.
Oh, I can't tell you. But actually, the interesting thing is that if you like that, that's a really way edited down version of that scene, because they didn't want to show you everything they could show you.
Right. No, it looks great. It looks great. Now, do you like watermelon, by the way?
Somewhat.
Well, this is a young man who probably, will be on the Olympic team, I understand, if watermelon eating. This is a world-class athlete that you will get to meet. So this will be very, very exciting. We'll be right back with Chris right after this. Don't go away. Say hi to Mira.
Hello. Hi. How you doing?
Now tell me, I heard you had a dream about...
Well, the spleen, the watermelon.
Yeah, same. A psychiatrist could have a field day here today. Now tell us, is it Heber Springs? Am I saying it right?